I was settling in the patient, the one who was actively dying, and her kids were in the other room. I was in her room. I was settling her in the bed. She was unconscious. And I suddenly had a vision of, for lack of better words, like a being behind her bed. And what it felt and looked like was a big angel. Now, the angel to me is not like what we would think an angel would look like, or what I would typically think an angel would look like, with like wings and like small little fairy-like glowy angel. It was like this huge, solid being, the best way I could describe it. Huge, like as big as a car, behind her bed, all the way to the ceiling, super, super solid and cream colored. So I can like really picture it even as I'm speaking right now. The best way I can describe it is like if you grew up Catholic, there's like a Mother Mary statue that's kind of like stoic and like the head's like pointing down, and it was like that. It was definitely like a body or a being, and I think it actually did feel like it had wings, but the wings were behind it, like not opened. And the being or the angel in that moment felt like it was just there for her. Like the being knew I was there, but it didn't care. And it didn't actually feel super soft and loving. It felt powerful. Like this all was happening within milliseconds, just so you know. And the only way I could describe it is in hindsight. When it was happening in the moment, I brushed it off because I didn't know what was going on. And it only was until the next day when I saw her up and awake, and I was like, holy crap, I feel like I just witnessed a miracle. Did my brain go back to that night where I felt this being in the room? And it was a big, solid, powerful being that felt like it was there specifically for her, and it knew her very well. That's what it felt like. It felt like it was hers. This was her angel or her thing that was there to protect her and help her. Again, it's so crazy for me to even talk about this because it hasn't happened before and it hasn't happened since. But it was the one time I feel like I witnessed a miracle, and it was the one time that night before I left, I knew I had seen something in my mind's eye and I had felt something, but I quickly brushed it off, of course, because I'm a medical professional who believes in science and facts, and I don't really, I've never witnessed angelic things, right? But then after I came back that next morning and she was alert, oriented, awake, and lived for another 3 months and was eating pancakes and laughing with her kids, I thought, I think I know why. To me, that night in her room, it was like she had her own personal angel that was either healing her or protecting her or, you know, giving her more time. I don't know what the purpose of the angel was, but I know that the next day she was no longer actively dying and she lived for another 3 months. And again, the angel, for lack of better words, like, I don't even know if you want to call it an angel. That's what I'm calling it. But it was like a being of solidness and power. And it wasn't scary at all. Like, not one part of me was scared, but it just wasn't this like soft, frilly, fluffy thing that we would normally consider what angels would be like. It felt like this very solid, powerful thing that for whatever reason seemed to help her that night. So that's it, you guys. There it is. There it is. I know it sounds wild. I know it sounds crazy. I don't even know what to think about it, but I like to share these things because, one, why not? I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Have you witnessed anything like this? Is your experience with a being or angels like my experience? And if you don't have a story to share, just please read the comments. My comment section and videos like this are always so amazing. I cannot wait to read them myself. So if you don't have your own story, still check out the comments because I'm sure there's going to be some great ones in there. And again, don't forget to subscribe for more death and dying information.